Now, Brad Holmes got in front of the media yesterday when you're seeing this at his end of season press conference. And at the end of the press conference, some reporter, I believe it might have been Dave Burkett or Jeremy Reisman, asked Brad Holmes a question about what could Dave Montgomery's future look like with the team. And Brad Holmes' response was, look, we appreciate what Montgomery has done, but yeah, we're going to get to talking this offseason. It might be time for him to get a fresh start. And to show his ability elsewhere, what he can do. And that to me pretty much confirmed that David Montgomery will no longer be with the Detroit Lions for more than a couple months. I think David Montgomery has played his last game with the Detroit Lions after hearing that response. And in my opinion, you see it on the thumbnail, this would be the biggest mistake of the Brad Holmes era, trading away David Montgomery. You're not going to release him. That would be the most idiotic thing I've ever seen in my life, releasing David Montgomery. You only save about $3 million because you get a $2.5 million penalty by cutting him. So you only gain about $3.5 million by cutting David Montgomery. David Montgomery is one of the better running backs in the league. Way worth more than $3.5 million, obviously. Be idiotic. So obviously you're going to trade him if you get rid of him. It would be still the biggest mistake in the Brad Holmes era. It would. There's no question. It would. You lose Dave Montgomery. Jacob Saylors is running back 2. / Sione Vaki. Jacob Saylors is the better back, though, in my opinion, so I'm just calling him running back 2. And you lose your power back. You lose your power back. You lose your should-be goal-line running back. The Lions like to use Jahmyr Gibbs on the goal line for whatever reason in short yardage situations, but if they were to actually use with a new OC coming in, whoever that is, use Dave Montgomery as a power back on 3rd and short and at the goal line, you're going to lose that guy. You're going to lose that guy now. And what type of player are you really going to be able to get to replace Dave Montgomery? Year one, when it comes to the draft, because that's probably where you target a running back would be through the draft. Unless if there's a guy really in free agency that you're eyeing who's shown some potential that's not going to cost much. To me, this is dumb. This is dumb that we're even having this conversation. This is entirely dumb. If I'm Dave Montgomery, what Brad Holmes said about it at the end of the press conference, I want out immediately. From how you used me this past season, from what Brad Holmes says about me at the end of the season press conference, I would want out. And I think he's going to be able to get probably his wish, and I think he's going to get out of Detroit. I wish Dave Montgomery all but respect. Wish him the best. And I hope he has the best season of his career to make Brad Holmes look even worse when it comes to the potential trade that he makes. The only way this wouldn't be the biggest mistake of Brad Holmes' tenure with the Lions is if he could somehow get like a 2nd-round pick, which is just not going to happen. You might be able to get a 4th. That is probably the most capital you're going to be able to get for Dave Montgomery, is a 4th. This is the same amount that you got for Swift when you trade Swift away. And to me, what is the point of trading away Dave Montgomery? What's the point? You just get yourself in a bigger hole than you were before on the roster. What's the point? And it's just going to be so funny to me because, again, you're probably only going to be able to get a 4th-round pick at max for Dave Montgomery, and you traded 2 future 3rd-round picks to get Isaac TeSlaa. And just, Dave Montgomery, I'm pretty sure, would be a bigger, useful player next year than Isaac TeSlaa. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious to me. I would really want to know the point. Is the point to get him on a better opportunity elsewhere? Is the point to get Jahmyr Gibbs more rushes? Is the point something else that we don't know about? I would just really like to know. I'm so lost. I'm lost for words of what Brad Holmes and this organization is doing, particularly with Dave Montgomery. I'm just lost for words. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm losing lots of hope when it comes to this offseason and in particular next season. Nothing's even happened yet. Nothing's even happened yet. This is about to be a great offseason. This is about to be a fantastic offseason. I'd like to see him go to the Jets and have his best season with Aaron Glenn. That would be hilarious if Breece Hall doesn't go back there. That would be absolutely hilarious. Some other teams that could probably use him. Washington. Imagine if the Chiefs get him. Imagine if the Chiefs were to get David Montgomery. That would be the craziest thing ever. He would ball out there too. I guarantee it. Those are the top 3 teams that come to mind. Again, 4th round pick and max is probably what you get for David Montgomery, and that's probably what you would get in a trade. I hope David Montgomery gets what he wants, which is probably a trade out of here. But when it comes to Brad Holmes, this will be the biggest mistake of his tenure with the Lions. And I think it will haunt him when it comes to next season. I just want to talk about it because it's just diabolical that we're even having this conversation. It's diabolical, but I need to talk about it. So, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Probably another boring video. I'm sorry about it, but I really don't. I don't have words. I don't have words. I'm sure you don't either. If you have words, leave them in the comments down below. This is about to be a fantastic. Wow. This is one Pride Lions. What are we doing?